It's Dredge Miss. Creatures coming from the graveyard. Dredge Miss. Something about dredging away your cards. It's Dredge Miss. I don't know any more words, so let's just boogie and get onto the deck tech. Hello and welcome back to High Ground MTG. I am your co-host KyGuy, and for this week's brew, we are piloting Dredge. That's right, I got Dredge for this first holiday week. Dredge isn't really a deck I've ever played before, but I've played against it so many times, and I thought, oh man, wouldn't it be fun to try out Dredge with a very graveyard eccentric metagame where people are packing all kinds of hate. But we'll see if we can't fight through that and get a 5-0 in this league. So why don't I go over the deck tech, and then we can jump into our first game, shall we? All right, so for this week, we are playing a pretty classic Dredge list. All of the standard things. So let's go over the lands first. 2 Blood Crypts, 2 Bloodstained Mire, 2 Copperline Gorge, 1 Forgotten Cave. This is really great because you can cycle it away. You can dredge it back from the... You can get it back with Life from the Loam, and then you can have instant speed, uninteractive ways to dredge, which is awesome. The only difference in this deck is I'm running a couple of Gemstone Caverns. If we ever are on the draw and we're able to play Gemstone Caverns turn 1, and we're able to play our Cathartic Reunion turn 1, that's pretty good for us. So I thought the opportunity cost was really high, so I'm only running 2. There's probably an argument to have 3, but not really sure what I would shave. But I am running 2 of these just for that possibility, that one off, that we could have turn 1 even on the draw, turn 1 haggle into Dredge. So so that's pretty good if we can get that going. So hopefully that happens. 2 Scalding Tarns, 2 Mountains, 2 Stomping Grounds, 2 Wooded Foothills, and that is our 19 land package. All right, let's go up the curve, shall we? 4 Shriekhorns. We all know what this does. Mills. I've had to learn that you should put a stop on your upkeep so you're able to activate it on your opponent's turn, and before you draw, you're able to mill yourself too to hopefully get some dredgers in the graveyard. Narcomoeba. We all know what this does. When Narcomoeba is in the graveyard from your library, you may put it on the battlefield. Pretty simple and straightforward. 2 Golgari Thug, Dredge 4. That's pretty much the most important text. I'm running 3 Bloodghast. I'm not running the Silver Smite Ghoul package. I think that the Bloodghasts are just a little bit more resilient, and I like having ways to activate Amalgam without Narcomoeba, without relying just on Narcomoeba, so that's pretty nice. For Cathartic Reunion, yes, I am running the Dino one. Yell at me in the comments that I'm running the wrong art, but I like this one. For Life from the Loam, obviously we want this for the Dredge 3 and to be able to return land cards. You only ever really need 2 lands on the graveyard, I feel like, to really be able to play everything. It's kind of astounding, this deck. For Stinkweed Imp, the Dredge 5, we obviously wish that, Thug was like Grave Troll, and so but that's about as high as we can get. Sometimes we can play it for value, and it's got the pseudo Death Touch ability. 3 Merchant of the Veil / more importantly 3 Haggle, so instant speed discard so we can instant speed dredge. So like I said, if we're on the draw and we have a dredge in our hand and we have Gemstone Caverns, maybe we can get a turn 1 turn 0 dredge, which is great. 4 Prize Amalgam, we all know what this does. Big ol' 3/3 big creature. 4 Creeping Chill, this thing's everywhere. And then the big card that has made this deck stay relevant, Ox of Agonis. We're usually escaping it. Sometimes there's moments where we can play it just for the 5 mana, but it's usually getting escaped, and it's helping us fuel our dredge plan and 2 Conflagrates. So pretty good, and pretty uninteractive sometimes if an opponent doesn't get rid of it out of the graveyard. moving on to the sideboard, one Leyline of the Void for the mirror, any kind of graveyard shenanigans, 3 Blood Moons. This deck surprisingly doesn't really, like, you know, as long as you've got double red, like, it can work pretty well. 2 Ancient Grudge. This is great because we're able to flash it back if we mill it into our graveyard. 2 Lightning Axe for removal. We're able to discard in conjunction with our plans. 2 Nature's Claim. This works on offense and defense. We're able to get rid of Rest in Peace. We're able to get rid of Relic of Progenitus. We're able to get rid of any kind of graveyard interaction that our opponent has. Also, if push comes to shove and our life total is low and we have a Shriekhorn that doesn't have any counters on it, we're able to Nature's Claim our Shriekhorn and gain 4 life. That might buy us enough time to turn the game around if it comes to that. So a couple Nature's Claim. 2 Abrupt Decay, can't be countered. Destroy CMC 3 or less. So ways of dealing with all sorts of things. And they can't be countered. Pithing Needle, also really, really great. Just all the Planeswalkers out there. Need a way to answer those. And Blast Zone, which we can activate, Dredge it back, or Life from the Limit back to our hand. So, pretty standard Dredge deck. I've been piloting it all week, playing in tested queues and playing in, not leagues. Queues in the Ponyland. So let's jump into a league and see how we do, shall we? Alright, we are here for game 1, match 1, in a competitive modern league with Dredge. This hand's... We have Shriekhorn and Life from the Loam and Forgotten Cave. And we are on the draw. I think I want to mull this. Shriekhorn, Prized Amalgam, Cathartic Reunion. Yeah, we'll keep this. And then we'll put... let's see, we'll put Bloodstained Mire to the bottom. Alright. Our opponent mulligans down to 5 cards. I'm worried that they might be oops all spells. I hope not. Also, I would like to give a shout out to our channel artist, Katani, for doing our wonderful winter-themed Ral and Thalia art. So thank you so much. And I'd also like to thank Nikachu's brother for animating the art as well. It's pretty awesome. So... Alright, I already have my upkeep stop, which is what we want. And I'll play Shriekhorn here and pass the turn. Seachrome Coast, so I don't know what our opponent's on. It could be a bad human's hand. Double Seachrome Coast. Could be Spirits. Blue-White Spirits. Alright, so we're up against Blue-White Spirits. Alright, we got a Dredger. We're going to do this in our upkeep. Dredge again. Life from the Loam. Alright. So let's dredge Stinkweed Imp, see if we get any hits. Narcomoeba. Okay. Yeah, we'll put Narcomoeba. Which means that we do have a blocker. Yes. So I think we just do Cathartic Reunion here. Obviously, this is the most powerful thing that we can be doing. We'll discard Amalgam and Stinkweed Imp. And then dredge this. Oof. Dredge Loam. And dredge Imp. Alright, so we got a Creeping Chill trigger, which is great, and a Narcomoeba trigger, which means we'll get back our Amalgam. Looks like we're only getting back one amalgam, which is unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Alright, amalgam. Seachrome Coast from our opponent. Wow, they hit perfect. So I guess they could have Spell Queller, but I also don't think we were worried about that because we're not really casting anything. Alright, we're gonna do this again. Bloodghast. That's pretty good. I could Ox of Agonis and get rid of everything. We're gonna play this land. Oh, we're in our upkeep. Sorry. We'll draw. We'll do Thug here. Ooh, that's good. Conflagra. Okay. No, I don't think we need to. We can just trigger Bloodghast here. Yes. And let's play an Ox. We are also not susceptible to 1, 2. We don't have to worry about Spell Queller by playing this Ox, since it's 5 mana. Let's Stinkweed. Yes. Let's Loam. Let's... Do we have another Stinkweed? We're at 17 cards, yeah. Couple of creeping chill abilities here. I was really hoping we'd hit something to get our amalgams back, but we'll go to combat. Swing with everything. The one great thing about this deck is that like it just has so much resilience. You know, flash in something, sure. 3/2. I can block the flyers. And if they tap out, I could possibly Conflagrate for everything here. That's fine. We'll lose those. They're down to 7. We'll see what they do here. We're at 27 too, so let's see. 1 Creeping Chills in the graveyard. I think we've done 2 Creeping Chills. Oh, we've already done 3 Creeping Chills. Okay, so all of our Creeping Chills have been done. Oh, it's Band Spirits. Okay. Can't really do anything on our upkeep. Life from the Loam. Do we want to do that? We have 12 cards left. Yeah, let's Dredge 3. Get our Narcomoeba. Which means we'll get our amalgams back. I can Life from the Loam, but I might want to Conflagrate depending on what they try to do here. So let's go to comment. Let's swing with the team. With the team. Alright, they're tapping out, which is... Oh, they're going to make things indestructible. Okay, that's fine. I can deal 4 damage depending on how they block here. So block there. Block there. I imagine they block with Selfless Spirit, right? This is green or white. I don't think they have... There's a 1-drop white spirit. Okay. So... That's fine. They'll take 1. This might be my chance to Conflagrate. 6? Can I get 6 cards? Kind of want to do it now while their shields are down. Let's get it back. Mountain, Tarn, Forgotten Cave. I can conflagrate for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I leave them down to 1. We're gonna get our blood ghasts back, which is great. And our amalgams. Okay. Okay, so let's conflagrate for everything in our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unless they have a mana tithe here. I don't think they're gonna get it. That means Horizon Canopy is completely offline. Oh my gosh. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Also means that fetch lands are offline. So they need another land to be able to play Coco. Alright, they're drawing a card. Not really sure what gets them out of this bind. Alright. That was pretty decisive. I would feel like Blood Moon is good, but they've got... What do we want here? We want a Blast Zone. We want some of this, and some of this. And some of this. I think even Ancient Grudge. 69 cards. Conflagrate feels really good here. Shriekhorn, I kind of want to shave down on. I've been trying to figure out like what is best to shave out of this deck. I think I can get rid of a Life from the Loam. Be okay. We are on the draw. So things like Instant Speed Merchant gets a lot better. I'd probably get rid of a fetch land. Let's get rid of a Bloodstained Mire. 4 Creeping Chills. And get rid of an Ox, I think. I like Conflagrate just because it deals with so many creatures. Creeping Chill. Maybe even get rid of another Creeping Chill. Drop a Merchant and maybe get rid of one more Creeping Chill. And try it like that. And just try and stay lean. They are playing white, so Rest in Peace is something I am very worried about. So, fingers crossed. Let it be a Christmas miracle that we don't get. This is not a great hand. Also not a great hand. This is a better hand. I think we have to keep this. Creeping Chill at the bottom. I think I kind of want to put Bloodghast to the bottom. I want to have Lightning Axe up. They could also be playing Relics here. Okay, so Aether Vial. It's fine. Stomping Ground. Let's play this. I can, at end step, Stinkweed Imp. Or second main. Whatever they play here. Alright, so we're going to haggle as a result. That sucks. That sucks so hard. Creature cards. Can't cast spells from graveyard and library. Alright, so Grafdigger's Cage is their thing of choice. We're just going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Creature cards in graveyards cannot enter the battlefield. Okay, so we're not going to dredge. Like I said, we're just going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh, dredge is so slow, we can't use the graveyard. That's why I was like, oh, I had that Nature's Claim in that opening hand. We have ways of dealing with this. We've got, but I'm just hoping that they're. The hard part is that they're just going to advance their board so quickly. Let's see. Oops. We're still online. It's not a rest in peace. Like, our creatures are still here. I'm going to force them to use. Okay. I was like, force them to use their vial here. Should get a black. We should get a blood crypt here. You know what we could be doing? I guess that's true. We could be dredging to see if we could hit. That's interesting. What are they putting into play here? Ooh, I wonder if it's that one that sacrifices. Oh, sneaky. Pretty sneaky, sis. Okay. I could be dredging to find Ancient Grudge. That might be way faster than drawing one card at a time. But I wouldn't be able to cast it. It might just be like, this just might be too much. They're going, they don't have. Alright, Drogue Skull. Alright, they've got a clock now. This deck feels so good when it, like, doesn't run up against Graveyard Hate, but then when it hits Graveyard Hate, it's, like, hard to get past sometimes. Okay, well, they didn't spell quell that, so that's good. That's good. How do we get past this? You know, I thought, like, board removal would be really good in the sideboard. And then I was like, the best board removal is Anger of the Gods, and you don't want that. But then I was like, well, maybe it wouldn't be so bad if you played, like, Sweltering Suns out of the sideboard. Because your creatures all come back, and you can cycle it, you know. Crud. Well, I guess we cast this. 4, 5, 6. It's good to know what kind of tech they're playing, though. If Grafdigger's Cage is what I have to worry about. Alright, we will scoop it up. See, Botello wins the game, but not the match. I thought I clicked to begin sideboarding. What's going on? On the play. gemstone, put in a bloodstain since we're on the play. Two Abrupt Decay, 2 Nature's Claim to deal with that, and 2 Ancient Grudge. Oh boy. Guess we'll keep this. We have Cathartic Reunion. We can get rid of Grudge, or we can get rid of... We have 2 lands. Gemstone's not really the one I wanted, but... We'll play this. A black source would be great, so we can make sure that it doesn't get countered. Or if they play it turn 1 here. Turn 1 Cage would be great. Mausoleum Wanderer. That's not what I want to see. Luckily, Abrupt Decay destroys everything in the graveyard. Cathartic. Let's get rid of Amalgam and... I guess Narcomoeba. Narcomoeba is pretty much dead. Okay. Well, we found our black source, which is great, which means that Abrupt Decay is online, and we drew 2 Narcomoebas. That's the worst thing we could have drawn. The worst. Okay. Well, we're going to lose our Amalgam. So they're playing Rest in Peace. So they're playing all kinds of graveyard hate. We have Abrupt Decay. So even if they try to pop Wanderer, it's not going to work. Since it cannot be countered. Yep. Cannot be countered. Alright, so we're okay for now. I need to do this now. I need to destroy this now before they before they get to Spell Queller mana. Because that doesn't technically counter black green. It would be really great if they like tried to sack in response. I would laugh so hard. They don't. Okay. And we still have Ancient Grudge. Wanderer swinging in. What do we draw? We need Dredgers. Oh, it's so bad. Okay. Alright, we're going to try a Cathartic here. I don't mind discarding Conflagrate. Yeah, Spell Queller. Yep. Yep. I just had a terrible hand. Just wasn't dredging fast enough. It's just hard when you go up against white decks and you know they're running like Rest in Peace. Even like colorless decks. My goal is to like, okay, here we go. Well, we can start dredging next turn. Alright, they're swinging in for 4. That's sweet. That doesn't really do anything. Okay. That's rough. I could get rid of my entire hand. Of course they have Selfless Spirit. Oh my gosh. Answers for everything. And they have Mausoleum Wanderer. Oh, we're in it bad. We're in it real bad. Just gonna play Stinkweed Imp. Since it does technically have like the pseudo death touch, I should hopefully be able to block one of their creatures. I could block Spell Queller. Are they pathing here? Oh, wow. Get our mountain. They got all the answers. All the answers. Oh, it's not looking good for Dredge. That game one was so good. You're usually able to steal away a game one. Opponent just wreaking havoc. I guess I could block the Selfless Spirit with Narcomoeba, depending on what happens here. It's interesting. They don't swing. Oh, that's very smart. We need to hit it big off of this next Dredge. Get right back in this, I think. I hope. I don't know. We'll see. We see. Imp. It was nothing. That was a nothing hit. Well, I could try to conflagrate for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. All I'd have to do is target that. They have to sacrifice that. So 1. They'll have to sacrifice this. 2. They'll sacrifice this in response. As if I get rid of everything else. What if we just conflagrate for 2? Conflagrate for 2. Target this. They'll sacrifice in response. They'll have to sacrifice this. They'll have 3 mana down. I'll take 3 next turn, maybe? Well, if I'm able to block this. Alright, so that's a plan. So let's conflagrate for 1 here. 1 here. Okay. And we'll discard this. So they're gonna have to sacrifice that. Although I guess they could sacrifice to the ability, but we're still able to pay. I just want them... Okay. Oh. I don't think it gets around that indestructible clause because you still have to sacrifice it. So, okay. Well, that worked just like I wanted it to. Okay, and we'll leave up Narcomoeba as a blocker, which means that we can block Mausoleum Wanderer. They only have 2 cards in hand, so we're not technically out yet. Alright, they're digging. They're digging. If I have another Conflagrate here, or if I get a Lightning Axe, Drogue Skull. Okay, that's fine. 6. I'm down to 1. It's nice that this deck has flyers. Alright, we'll block here. Actually, we'll block here. In case they flash in a 1-drop. So we don't take 4. We'll just take 3. Down to 4. We have a lot of creatures. I don't know what gets us back into this. We need to dredge a lot here. We only have a thug. Ooh. Let's play Ox. Abrupt Decay, Cathartic Reunion, Shriekhorn, 3 Narcomoebas aren't gonna come back. This and this. Done. If we dredge... Oh, crap. You gotta have double red. It's like, if we dredge a Conflagrate... Alright, Thug. Let's get back a life from the loam. And a Thug. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was such a bad dredge. Whiff. Such a bad whiff. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that was a rough whiff. Okay. I guess it doesn't really matter here. Grab this. Oh yeah. Well, hold on. Forgotten Cave. Tarn. Even if we milled over 2 Creeping Chills, that's 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, crap. Okay. No. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, I think they got us. I completely was spacing that, and they have Mutavault. There's just no way. There's just, ugh. Rough. And a path. And we'll concede the game gracefully. Well, Graveyard Hate is very difficult to get through. You have to be really good. And I thought that first game went super amazing, but yeah, kind of rough that we didn't win match 1. So looks like we're looking for a 4-1 now. But thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. We are almost at 200 subscribers. We'd love to get there before the end of the year. And I will see you in the next match. Bye-bye from the KyGuy. Thank you for watching High Ground MTG with co-hosts KyGuy and Spiny Mouse. If you enjoy the content, please be sure to click that like button, and if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on future episodes of High Ground MTG. For even more videos, be sure to check out our playlists so that you can have the high ground.